Hi, welcome to the Rise Up and Live YouTube channel. My name is Kelly Rissy and I'm the owner of Rise Up and Live Wellness. During these videos, you will hear things about health, life, and mindset to help you live your best life, such as how to decrease and manage stress, how to get better sleep, how to set boundaries, how to eat mindfully, how to build confidence, how to live spiritually, and so much more. So thanks for joining, and I hope you enjoy my To The Points. And here is a little throwback for you. Today, we are talking about boundaries, part 2. And, you guys, boundaries is a big thing. And so you may not even know what you need to know about boundaries, which is why I wanted to begin kind of shedding some light on it. And it's very interesting. A lot of my clients, that's just something that we start working on is boundaries. If you don't have boundaries, then it creates stress in your life. So I love talking about this. Okay, so last week we talked about what boundaries are. So personal boundaries are the limits and rules that we set for ourselves within a relationship. And so what I want to talk about today is the 3 different types of boundaries. So one, you can be someone with very rigid boundaries, okay? And someone with rigid boundaries avoids close relationships and intimacy, doesn't ask for help, protective of personal information, limited number of close relationships, may seem detached even with romantic partners, and keeps others at a distance to avoid rejection. So think about that. Do you know someone who has some rigid boundaries? Okay, next, porous boundaries. And I'm going to tell you, this is where a lot of my clients fall in because they're females, and I'm going to read this and I want you to really give me some likes, give me some loves when you're like, oh yeah, that's me. And it's okay. It just is, right? Like this is where when we can recognize this, then we can grow. Okay, so here we are. Overshares personal information. That means you just meet someone right off the bat and you tell them your whole health history, what's going wrong in your relationships, all of those things. Difficulty saying no to the request of others. This is a big one. These are the people pleasers. Where are you out there? This is you. Overly involved with others' problems, right? So you're like, I can fix this. I can help them fix this. And then you become overly involved. Dependent on others' opinions. This is me. This is one that I'm really working on. Made a lot of progress, but still working on it. Accepts abuse and distrust, and then fears rejection if they choose not to comply with others. So that means we fear that if we don't do what others say, if we actually voice our own opinion, that people are going to reject us. So we just go along with whatever everybody else is saying. So as you can see, that's a lot. So that's in the porous boundaries, okay? So what I do is I help my clients so that they can have healthy boundaries. And here's what the healthy boundaries are. And y'all, it takes time, it takes practice, it takes patience, it takes support and accountability to get yourself to this place, because we are typically more comfortable in wherever you are, you're comfortable being rigid or you're comfortable being porous, and it kind of takes someone being able to walk alongside you through the uncomfortable to get to these healthy boundaries. All right, so healthy boundaries. Someone who has healthy boundaries values their own opinions. That means they can have a discussion with someone about something that is a disagreement, but it doesn't need to get heated because they know where they stand and they're okay with that. Doesn't compromise values for others. Shares personal information in appropriate ways so you don't overshare or undershare. Can communicate personal wants and needs to others. So this is another big one, y'all. Oftentimes as moms, we put our wants, our needs, our desires way on the back burner, the last thing. And then sometimes we get angry and upset when no one is helping us with our needs and our wants. And it's did we really communicate those?
Just something to think about. And then understands when others say no to them, right? So when someone says no to you, it's not always about you. It's maybe they're sticking to their boundaries of what's important in their life. Maybe now is not the right time for them. You know what I mean? Like there's many reasons. So it's nothing really to take personal. They just understand that a no is a no. All right, so I would love to hear which one of those resonated with you the most in the healthy boundaries. Think about, who do you know in your life that has rigid boundaries, that has porous boundaries, or that has healthy boundaries? And if you know people in your life that have healthy boundaries, then start kind of watching them. Get curious about what they do. And then at the same time, when you're thinking about yourself, no judgment. If you're like, oh, I fell into that porous boundary. In fact, all of them were me. No judgment, right? Now just get curious. Curious about why that is, and maybe curious about, are you ready to change and make some steps into the healthy boundaries? And, you know, as I said, when we don't have boundaries, that is where we create a lot of stress. And then we go back to stress is one of my big topics. We go back to stress affects your health. All stress issues can be, all health issues, excuse me, can be tied back to stress. Okay, so this is why boundaries are important. Okay, so I hope you learned something. I would love to hear a little bit of what's your golden nugget for today? Put that in the comment section below. If you know someone that could benefit from hearing this video, because they too are possibly struggling with boundaries, like they're the people pleasers, the yes, I'll say, you know, yes to everything. Would you share this video so that they can see it also? All right, y'all, have a wonderful day. Rise up and live today, and I will see you next week. All right, have a great day.
If you enjoyed this video and want to hear more health, life, and mindset tricks and tips, I hope you'll subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also check me out on social media and my website at www.riseupandlivewellness.com. Have a great day.